What's going on, guys? I'm back with another video, and in today's video we actually have some Clash Royale. This is actually my first Royale video in a long time. You can also see that I'm higher than where I was before, but that's irrelevant. That's not something about today's video. Today's video is all about the knight. So over here, right where the knight is, mine is level 11, and I'm gonna show you guys why you should use the knight. It's a really good card in my opinion, and I feel like it's a bit underrated. Like at first, not much people used it. Like I remember like a few weeks or maybe even a few months ago, the knight was a card that almost nobody used except for lower level players. But like in the higher leagues, nobody used it. Like ladder ranking, all that stuff, nobody used it. But it's actually a really good card. So if you take a look at the hit points, it has 1,689 hit points, which means that the knight has more HP than the ice golem. The ice golem is good for tanking, or I mean not tanking, distracting. It's good for distracting, and the knight has 500 more health than the knight. So and I don't know, in my opinion, that's really good, because considering it's only 1 elixir above and 500 health, that means that it can tank and it can distract. If you also look at the knight's attack, it does 192 damage per swing, and its hit speed is 1.1 seconds. So basically every second it does 192 damage. That's pretty damn good. So believe it or not, this card can almost completely counter the elite barbarians. Like if somebody puts elite barbs down and you place the knight, then they get distracted over to the side, this card can just about take out the elite barbarians. Not completely, but it could take out like probably like it'll almost take them out, which I don't know, in my opinion that's pretty damn good. And then it's only all for 3 elixir, so 3 elixir can almost take out the elite barbarians. That's really good. And then if you have like, if you throw like skeletons in front of the elite barbs, that can just about take out the that can just about take out the elite barbarians. So that's 4 elixir for 6 elixir trades. So you just gain 2 elixir by countering that, and then you might still have a bit of a counter push. But I don't know, in my opinion that's really good. It can tank, it can do damage, it can distract, it can do all that stuff, right? Like 1600 health or 1700 health basically for the knight. That's really damn good. So that's that. I think that it's just a card that not much people use. I feel it's underrated. If you go on a site that I forget what the site's called. I just heard of this a while ago. There's a site that shows all the cards that like the amount of percentage that they've been used and stuff like that. And the knight, I remember back in the day, like a few months ago, nobody used the knight. Alright, so I'm actually gonna show you guys a battle that I did. This battle right here, as you can see right off the bat, I'll speed it up a bit. I dropped the princess and then I dropped the knight at the back. Now look at the knight. This dude drops the musketeer on his left but my right side, and then he drops the hog. So I drop electro wizard, and then watch this. The knight tanks for the musketeer, and then the knight takes out the hog rider with the help of skeletons and the electro wizard, and then the knight is still alive after being targeted by all that stuff. And then I basically have a counter push, and if you pause it right there, you can see that I am in basically almost a 2 elixir advantage right off the bat. And I have a balloon going to his tower. He's got 3 elixir, almost halfway to 4 elixir, and I have 4 elixir, a bit more than halfway to 5 elixir. So right off the bat right there, I'm in a 2 elixir advantage, and I have a balloon at his tower with just about full health. So that was because of the knight, basically, because he dropped the musketeer, then I dropped the knight. The knight tanked for the musketeer, and then the knight also helped take out the hog rider, and then it went and took out the musketeer with the help of the electro wizard and skeletons. And then I dropped a balloon because the knight was still alive, because it has a ton of health. So so overall that basically got me this win. As you can see, he even zapped it, which put him in another 2 elixir disadvantage. So I was almost in a 5 elixir advantage, and I was actually thinking on zapping the tower, but I did not. So right off the bat right there, as you can see, he's got just about 6 elixir and I have 9 elixir. And he has his tower at 735. I have my tower just about full health, 2800. So, in my opinion, that was a really good, like, that was a good play by the knight. He has a lot of health, did a lot of damage to the Hog Rider. Speaking of Hog Riders, a lot of people use the Hog Rider. So, what you can do, you could even place a knight on a, if he just drops the Hog Rider in to see what you do to counter it, you could place the knight. The knight will take it out. The hog might get 2-3 shots off, or maybe like 1 to 3 shots off depending on when you place the knight. But he can take out the hog. The hog will get a few shots off, and then technically you're not in a 1 elixir advantage because your knight still has full health. The knight can still it can still be used to counter the player. So like to do a counter attack on the player. So in my opinion, that's the knight. He's got a ton of health, ton of damage. Or I mean, not a ton of damage, but the fact that it's 3 elixir for good health, good tanking, like good distractions, can hit fast and do 200 damage per swing. That's pretty damn good, right? And the deploy time is only 1 second. Speed is like it's just normal speed, or speed. I don't know why the hell I brought speed into this, but yeah, that's about it for the knight. That's why I think you should use it. It's only 3 elixir. Like, that's low. Like, 3 elixir is not a lot of elixir. That's really low. That's not a lot of elixir, right? So 3 elixir for the knight. I think it's good. It can tank. It can do damage. It's good. You can use it to like counter the hog. You could place it for like, you could say they did giant wizard. You could place the knight on the wizard. The knight will take out the wizard. And then you can do like minion horde or barbarians on the giant, and then since the knight's distracting the wizard, then it won't take out the minion horde or the bard. So yeah, that's why I like the knight. It's really good, and to be honest, I think that's what's been helping me push, and it's also a high level for me. It's level 11. So I'm gonna start requesting for those, try to get it to level 12 because it's absolutely OP. And yeah, so that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video.